Hey all, good evening. Thank you for joining me, Dorothea, on Through an Orthodox Christian Lens. It is December 13th, 2025. We're going to be talking about Father Seraphim Rose today. A new article came out and I want to share it with you all. Rokar studying life and veneration of Father Seraphim Rose towards possible canonization. This came out today from New York. There he is. The Synod of Bishops of the Russian Orthodox Church outside of Russia has formally begun the process toward the possible canonization of Hieromonk Seraphim Rose, according to the synodal report from its December 9 through 11 session. A commission was established by the Synod of Bishops to study the life, legacy, and veneration of Hieromonk Seraphim Rose, headed by His Grace Bishop James of Sonora, Vicar of the Western American Diocese. Such an investigation is an early step in the canonization process that will provide documentation for consideration at a later date. For example, in 2017, the Rokar First Hierarch Metropolitan Hilarion reported that a commission was created to draft and gather documents on the guardian of the Montreal Ivoron icon, Brother Jose Munoz Cortez, that would then give the gathered materials to a synodal commission for further consideration. In the year since his repose on September 2nd, 1982, Father Seraphim's veneration has spread throughout the Orthodox world, especially in lands that suffered under the communist yoke. He is also known and venerated on the Holy Mountain. Father Seraphim was locally canonized in the Akhalkalaki Diocese of the Georgian Orthodox Church in 2023. The ruling hierarch, His Eminence Metropolitan Nicolosi, said he hoped it would encourage other hierarchs and even churches to follow his example. I hope this happens. Personally, I hope this happens. He's an important father in our church. I read this book of his many years ago, and he was an integral part of my older son's understanding of his faith in a difficult time in his life where he was confused by, understanding what he believed and what his friends at his school believed, and Protestants, and especially that. He wasn't quite sure what all of this was about and what was the point. And then he got that book, Father Seraphim Rose's book, I think it's called Orthodoxy and the Age of Religion. It's off the top of my head. That one. He got a lot out of that, and he felt a connection to him. And I, as I said, have read the life and works of him, of Seraphim Rose, many, many years ago. It took me about a year, as you know. Oops, sorry, that's my cat, as you know. It took me about a year, because you can see how thick this book is. It's pretty thick. It took about a year to read that, but it was really good. And traffic of my cat here, and it's really worth, I suggest that you read all his books, but his life and works was really, really, really good. It really was an amazing book. He's a amazing person. His life story is really, really interesting, and I believe his spiritual father was St. John Maximovich of Shanghai and San Francisco. So I would get that book if I were you and read it. It's really good. He really was a monk that really pushed hard to be ascetic. He was very ascetic monk, and He helped to, translate things into other languages, I think like Russian. I think he even knows Chinese. I believe he was a student of a very famous Chinese professor, philosopher, something like that. It's been so long since I read it, but I know that he was involved in all that years back when he was younger. And then later he found the church, and he started doing, I think, translating into Russian, to English and Russian, I think. You all can, all of you who know this can correct me, and I will, in the comments below this video. And so his my cat is trying to get into my little lamp. His monastery is in California, Northern California, Platina area, St. Herman's of Alaska. I would love to go visit it someday. If you all have visited, please share that with under the comments under this video. I really would be interested in what it was like. Great saint. And of course, there's pictures in here, so you can see some that he is in. He was called Eugene before he became Seraphim. But here he's at the canonization of St. Herman, leading the procession through the front doors of the cathedral. So, lots of neat pictures in here, and let's see. Yeah. So, really great to read. Here's a really famous one. You always see it online, but this is him. Oops. Father Seraphim's cell, called Optina, and then here he is inside his cell. Anyway, it's really worth reading. And so are his other books. They're really good. I just got the creation one. It's a thick one like this one that I got it about a couple months ago for my son. He really wanted that book. So let's hope this canonization happens soon. I mean, I know it's a process and it goes through so many years apparently. But maybe in the next few years, maybe sooner rather than later, he'll be canonized as a saint, because people have seen him after his death, and it always comes from the grassroots, the people in the villages and the areas that testify to what the holiness of this person, and that's how they become saints. So the church eventually does the canonization. So thanks so much for watching, for following my channel. Hey, hit that notification bell if you haven't, if you'd like to, see my videos right when they come up, because that'll let you know immediately. And again, thanks for all your support, for your wonderful comments. I like to read them. They're very interesting. They're very insightful. They're helpful, as I said, informative, and kind. Until next time.